Alright. Now for where most of the video length is gonna go, Titanic Monarch. Titanic is right, because these stages are huge. But welcome to the last zone. It's a pretty cool last zone, don't get me wrong. You know, no, I want to go over here. No. It was just stuff. Never mind. Didn't really want to go over there after all. Doing things is overrated. Now, if I had to say any of the good sides about this zone, to make up for the fact that it's incredibly long, well, A, it's got turtles, which is nice. Do you like turtles? And B, it's got some pretty banging music. Like, it really fits the feel that you're in Eggman's base. No, 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 no. Don't want that. Slam. And it's not that this zone, like, doesn't give you portions to speed around in. It's just that this zone takes a while because it's big. And unfortunately, I don't know where any more special rings are. So I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to get that last Chaos Emerald. Unless I, like, suddenly find it. Here. Oh, right, they brought ball hogs back. Sonic 1 classic. I actually want to go up here. I want to fly. Explore around. Kill Blast Hornet over there. Oh, there's the special ring. Well, shoot. Let's do this then. Welcome to... This looks like a Mega Man Battle Network background. Like, I swear I saw this in Battle Network 3. Maybe not the, like, the discs of calamity back there. The glowing heck. But, like, these cubes definitely remind me of something from Battle Network. This is all fine and dandy that I can talk about Battle Network, because Chrono X released Demo 5 recently. And I thought that Demo 4 was going to be the last demo we would be putting out. Because that was the original plan. But that was also several years ago. So it's just like, you know what? Let's make a Demo 5. I'm assuming that's how that went, and... like Killer or Max is watching, they'll be able to correct me on that. There we go. Tails got all Chaos Emeralds. Nice. And not a moment too soon. Now Tails can be Super Tails! Alright. So I guess I'm gonna explain how that works, but first we've got to collect 50 rings. If we can find 50 rings, however, we're golden. Literally. Let's dash through. No, I want the shield. Actually, that might not have been such a... Oh, the Sonic 1 shield is still good. It's still a shield. I say as I get hit stupoidly. But if we can find 50 rings. We'll be in the gold. We'll be in the money. We'll be losing it to plasma. Plasma! I don't really need to explain like too much about like what Super Tails does, but I want to show it. Like, it's not the matter of like explaining it, because everyone probably knows. It's like, you can be supersonic. But it's more a matter of like wanting to showcase it because it's cool. And who knows, maybe somebody actually, you know, doesn't know it. Maybe somebody hasn't seen this game before. Maybe somebody's not familiar with how Supersonic works in the old games. Because, like, Sonic 2 was the first game to have Supersonic in it. And that was basically God mode. Like, it wasn't like a specific Supersonic stage or anything. Like, you beat the game as normal Sonic. But by collecting all the Chaos Emeralds, and collecting 50 rings or more in a stage, you could become Supersonic. Oh, come on. I guess we're gonna go down. The ball hogs want us to. How did that hit me and not at the same... Sonic Mania, ladies and gentlemen. Sonic Mania. Bounce, and a boing. And just fly up there. And Tails. You heard of me? You might have. I starred in everyone's favorite game, Tails Adventure, for the Sega Game Gear, as well as Tails Sky Patrol, also for the Sega Game Gear. I still need to sit down and beat Tails Adventure. It's a pretty decent game, though. Alright, we managed to get one of the security robots things down. Gonna do focus on attacking. Oh, that's why. Oh, I got orbed. Dang it. I want to say this is a boss from Sonic and Knuckles. It looks like a Sonic and Knuckles boss, like the Sonic 3 aesthetic. Having fun though. He lied. I don't like this boss very much. Which makes me feel like I probably wouldn't like Sonic and Knuckles very much. Yep, come on. There we go. Time for Phase 2. And in Phase 2, you gotta hit this boss. Thankfully, Tails can cheat and just fly into him. There we go. That's the elevator boss down. Alright, we've got one last zone to go through. Or one last act, rather. There is a dog barking downstairs. Because of fucking course there is. Alright, Titanic Monarch Act 2. Like pretty much every Act 2 so far. It's gonna change things up significantly. Oh, there was rings there. Man, I really wish I knew what the dog was freaking out about so I could accurately tell them to shut up. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear. I can hear it clearly. Not a fan of the Hellspawn. Oh. Stuff here. So the gimmick of the stage is that it's separated into 4 different parts. And anytime you touch the purple mist at the beginning, or like in the pits, you don't die but are instead brought back to what the game last considers a checkpoint of sorts. It uses different checkpointing than, like, see right here? So it uses different checkpointing than, like, the game actually does for deaths. You know what? I'm gonna show this off too. So, collect 50 rings and press X while in midair to turn into Supersonic, or Super Tails, or Hyper Knuckles. You are invincible, and you are much faster. Obviously, it being like super form, it drains your rings constantly. But it doesn't matter, because you get to go fast. Sometimes it makes you go too fast to control, though. Also, there is no way to manually cancel it. Well, I mean, besides dying. In order to cancel it, you have to run out of rings. But what better place to show it off than the last stage of the game? And overwriting the ominous music. Like, this is so triumphant. But I still feel like it fits with the whole, like, final stage feel. Because it makes me feel like we're gonna go rough Eggman up. And we are. We definitely are. There's where the exit was. But I just wanted to show that off. We should actually probably stop collecting rings for a sec. It's also like, man, how long has it been since we've seen Super Tails? Because that was a Sonic 3 thing. Or I think that was strictly Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because I think you had to collect the Hyper Emeralds. Again, having never beaten that game, don't quote me on it, I'm not the most knowledgeable on it, but... someone's gonna tell me. And that someone is gonna be every Sonic fan who's gonna yell at me. Alright, sweep to the left. How did I not hit that guy by spinning into him? It's a confusing ordeal is what it is. I also realize that you have to go through fast. As Sonic is wont to do. Oh, damn it. Dr. Eggman's clever traps. No, not like this. I'm flying. I'm flying past the ball hog. Love that they're called ball hogs. For two reasons. One, I mean, it's just a great pun. And two, it reminds me of, like, Balrog from Street Fighter 2. No, it's pronounced, Balrog. I'm always gonna pronounce it Balrog. If he played a sport, he would be Balrog, because he'd play with a ball. He'd probably actually play with, like, a human skull that he punched off. Very more. Also, yo, hang on. These, like, circles in the background, like, right here. I'm gonna edit some Pop Team Epic eyes into them. I'm gonna do it. Because, I mean, Pop Team Epic is popular now. Which makes me happy. There we go, there's the spring I was looking for. It makes me happy that this stupid thing I like is now so popular, it's become the stupid thing that everyone likes. You shot me with a gun. See, a lot of people would probably think the opposite, just like, oh, now everyone likes it, it sucks now. So mainstream. B-Cub became mainstream. And I'm just like, okay. First off, fuck you, it's still funny. And now that it's an anime, like, it has the ability to get even funnier. Because people can now make shitpost videos, and not just shitpost pictures. Like the Marilyn Monroe bit with the neck extending cracks me up every time. It cracks me up so much that I'm not even going to talk about the final boss here. Okay, I guess we're going to talk about the final boss here. The final boss! Dr. Eggman! Eggsman. Where can I find this Eggsman? So Dr. Eggman is, of course, protected by a shield that prevents you from hitting him, and also has electric doodads, which kinda stink. But on the other hand, he also has this that kinda stinks as well. Get grabbed by hand, and Dr. Eggman will send you to a fight against the hard-boiled heavies. They're just kind of they're really more of like survival more than anything. There we go. That's 2 down. Dodge the missiles. Wait for him to land. It's not a good spot. I mean, that's an okay spot. I really just more would have preferred to... Alright, this. Ah, damn it! I'll meet you guys back there. No, I don't even have to. Even though I've been shitting the bed on the majority of the boss fights in the latter half, thankfully I don't need to meet you guys. I'm gonna go over there. This is gonna be a slow Eggman fight, isn't it? Let's not get hit by these. Never mind, let's get hit by all of them. I remember there was a way to cheese, Heavy Shinobi. But I forgot where you needed to be to cheese. Alright, there we go. That's one arm down. Move out of the way. Oh, I think I actually just want to stand on this platform. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that was easy. Why didn't I do that the first time? Okay, well, I know why I did it the first time. And it involves stupidity every step of the way. Okay, Eggman, where are you landing? You are not landing. All right, I forgot you did that. Are you not gonna do the hands? I mean, I'm fine with you not doing the hand. Oh, there we are. This one should be Magician? But it's going in order. Yeah. Aw. Never was good at shell game. It's actually a boss fight in Final Fantasy XIV where you have to play a shell game. The fight against Susano. Or Susano. But there we go. The egg is cracked. And now pops an Eggman. Let's just jump into the car. See, Sonic's waiting for us because he knows we're not fast. And... we've stopped Eggman's plans on Little Planet once again. And we did it! That's Sonic Mania! Alright, staff credits, yeah. Sonic Mania. I love this game. I'm just gonna say it right now, I love this game. I showed frustration in the latter half of the game, and admittedly, I'm not huge on the latter half. But I'm still big on it. The thing is, I just... as cliche as this may sound, like, this was a Sonic game that I was, like, waiting for, and I didn't even know that I was waiting for it until it came out, and it's just like, oh, this is really good. Admittedly, I got this game late. Because I wasn't doing, like, a huge amount of following this game. And I probably should have, because this game is great. There's just so much put into this. Like, it's very clear that this game was a labor of love, and a lot of people don't like the fact that it had, like, so much recycled stuff. It uses a lot of things from past Sonic games. And it basically being a Sonic Generations 2, to that extent. And then, like, frickin' Sonic Forces came out, and that was a direct sequel. Or sort of, I guess. I can understand why, like, having the whole, oh, everything's nostalgic can rub people the wrong way. But at the same time, like, this feels like a great celebration of pretty much everything the Sonic franchise has accomplished. Or at least as far as, like, the old Sonic games. And I know that it's a little bit of, like, cheating here, because this was headed by, like, a few promoted fanboys and stuff. So I'm not going to say, like, oh, this means that Sega knows how to make a real Sonic game. But, like, I'd be down for Sega to do another attempt at making, like, a 3D Sonic game with, like, the HD graphics and whatnot. That would be cool. That would honestly be fine with me. Like, if they went back and made, like, a good version of Sonic 4, that would be fine with me. And honestly, I'm hoping that, like, the next Sonic game that Sega makes is actually good. I'm not looking for, like, oh, Sonic Adventure 3 and it's, like, the best thing ever. But if Sega actually puts, like, effort into a Sonic game, and thinks like, okay, well, we're allowed to delay this to try to get everything, like, as good as we can, and we're gonna, like, look at fan feedback and stuff, and get, like, fans to work on it, I think it would be great. As for this game, like, by itself, I greatly enjoyed playing it. I feel like I'm gonna just do a lot of great stuff that kind of mixes new and old things together. Because it's a completely new Sonic, or like, it's a brand new Sonic game, but it uses a lot of the old assets. But it uses them, like, the old stuff, in such a way that makes it feel like a celebration rather than a copy. And that's the big thing I like about it. Like, it's something that preys on nostalgia, and a lot of things that do that can be really bad. But this is kind of a game that analyzes, like, what did the old Sonic games do right? And what can we put in this? And to that extent, it just worked out really well. It's a game that I've been, like, 4 times by now. And I still greatly enjoy it. I'm not gonna say that it's, you know, like, the perfect game or anything, and I do have problems with some of the stages. And, like, some of the boss fights I'm not a huge fan of. But at the same time, this is just one of those kinds of games that I greatly enjoy. It manages to hit that satisfying, like, addicting note of a Sonic game. Like the draw you in and make you want to play this again and again that the old Sega Genesis Sonic games had. And that's something that I feel would be difficult to accomplish, and I'm glad that Sega managed to accomplish it so well. Graphically, musically, this game is a treat. And I really now feel like I'm retreading old ground, just waiting for the staff credits to be over. I forgot they were this long. I'm gonna go check Twitter. Goodness gracious, this really does go on for a while. You know what? I can just skip. And takes it back to the title screen. Now, if we didn't collect all the Chaos Emeralds, we would get a screen with Eggman showing that, well, we need to collect all the Chaos Emeralds. Which I could probably go see, but that means going through all the credits. Well, I guess now that we're here, let's say there's one more episode. Now, unfortunately, in order to get this one last episode that we need, we're gonna need to go through the game in debug mode, because Tails normally doesn't have access to the final battle. But the next episode, we're doing the final level. See you guys then.